So now we're live. Hello, everybody. And I'm also we have lots of translation for this call. So I just want to put a shout out and say thank you so much, translators. You guys are absolutely amazing. And thank you for being here, everyone. If you're watching now or if you're watching in the future, this is an energy pull for magic, miracles, and chaos. So let's talk about that for a second. Because magic, miracles, and chaos, it's like how many of you have put magic outside of you? You don't actually perceive that you're capable of miracles. That's always what somebody else created. And you judge chaos. It's like how many of you decided that chaos is a destructive energy? That's not true. Okay. So let's look at this for a second. You being you is magical. You being you is an absolute miracle. You are capable of so much more than what you're currently choosing, every single one of you. You are a billion times more aware than you've been willing to acknowledge. So even if you just look at the energy of that, what are you aware of today? And what's stopping you from choosing more awareness, from you actually functioning from the entirety of what you, we've got the birds here today too, of what you can perceive. So magic, miracles, and chaos. And chaos, it's like chaos is a creative energy. A lot of people misidentify it as something like havoc. Havoc is more of a destructive energy, okay? And a lot of people will live their lives in havoc. What do I mean by that? Okay, so let's look at money is a big one. Your financial reality as it currently is, or business, or relationships, etc. How many of you will be choosing what you've decided is a problem or not? Like choosing a relationship that's not quite working for you. Choosing not enough money, choosing to have a problem in your business, choosing to never have enough clients, you're choosing this, and that's more of creating havoc, and you sit in this destructive energy. So it's just like it keeps rotating and rotating and rotating, and all that is based on judgment. And judgment is a language. How many of you speak judgment? And everything at that is times a Godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it, right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100 shorts, boys, provids, creations, bases, and beyond. And that's the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, which you can find out more at theclearingstatement.com. Now, so you've got chaos, and I'd love to introduce chaos into your lives. And if you're like, oh my goodness, it's like, what if you could enjoy the chaos? Chaos is being in question. Chaos is never choosing the same thing that you chose yesterday, because each and every day is different. So with finances, with business, with relationships, with your body, how many of you are looking for a solution and looking for a result to get the best possible limited reality that you can, so that you can be a little bit better than you were yesterday, but you still have what you have decided is these problems to quote unquote solve? What if introducing chaos, you no longer had problems? A great tool to use is if you think you have a problem in any area of your life, look at it and go, okay, if this wasn't a problem and it was a situation, what action could I take? What could I choose from here? And how many of you are choosing judgment, and you're choosing a limited reality in all these different areas of your life so that you can avoid boredom, and yet what you're doing is creating being bored? Yeah. Everything at that is times a Godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100 shorts, boys, provids, creations, bases, and beyonds. So an energy pull is an access consciousness tool. And it's really easy. If you're like, how do I do this? What I want you to do is right now. So first of all, it's like, if you can, when you're listening to this, it's like put your hands on your body somewhere. I just want you to be really aware of your body. It's like relax. And as you put your hands on your body, it could be your face, anywhere. And it's like, ask your body what it requires. What does your body require today? What if your body required for you just to not judge it? And as you take a big breath, it's like, what if you could be grateful for the body that you chose? It's like, how does it get any better than this? What else is possible? What else is possible for me today? So as you're aware of your body, you, the being, are huge. Okay. You are not inside your body. You are everywhere. So how do I know this? As you're aware of your body, what I want you to do is tap into the energy of even the room or wherever you're listening right now. Just go a few meters out, 10 feet, a couple of meters outside of that room. Are you aware of what's there? Maybe it's outside your house, outside your office, outside your car. And tap into the energy. Now, whatever country that you're in currently, go outside of the city or the town that you're in and tap into the entirety of the country. Just notice the energy. Notice what you are aware of. Remember, I said that you're a billion times more aware than what you're currently thinking you are. Now go across the entirety of the world. Just tap into the energy of all the seas, the oceans, the lakes, the rivers, the mountains, the forests, the rainforests, the deserts, all the cities across the entirety of the world. You ever had those, those dreams where you have that sense like you're flying? Well, what if that was actually true? What if you, the being, and one of the things we would talk about in Access Consciousness is you are an infinite being, yet we keep choosing finite. So we keep choosing finite and we keep choosing small, judgment, limitation, looking for a result, trying to find a solution, better than everyone else. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. What if you started to ask, what would it be like to be an infinite being? What is that? Well, you have the capacity to perceive, know, be, and receive everything. Are you? So as you're aware of the entirety of the world, now I want you to reach out even further. The universe. One of the things we forgot to do is connect to the nighttime, connect to the stars. We created these buildings that we go into at night rather than what connection and what engagement can we be with the entirety of the universe always, no matter where you are. And if you're wondering, like again, like, how do I do this? Just be with it. Just practice, right? Because you're everywhere. Again, I'll keep saying it. You are a billion times more aware than what you've been willing to acknowledge. So everywhere that you've been pushing your awareness away from you and instead choosing a limited, ordered reality, we destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100 shorts, boys, perverts, creations, bases, and beyonds. When you try and order your life, you're choosing judgment. So as we are aware of our sweet body, thank you, body, for being with me in this lifetime, and you are aware of the entirety of the world, the entirety of the universe, what I want you to have a look at today is, what would you like to ask for? What are you currently not asking for that you could be asking for? What are you avoiding? What are you not choosing that you could be choosing? Now, when I say, let's do an energy pull for magic, miracles, and chaos, where in your life would you like more magic to show up, more miracles, and more chaos? Okay, and if you're like, oh, I have no idea, I'm not sure, it can be everywhere. And it could be like if we put our attention on our financial reality. Oof, wow. Wow. How many of you are judging your current financial reality? How many of you are choosing limitation with your current financial reality? You're ordering it. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to introduce chaos into your financial reality. And as we're going to pull, so you pull the energy to you and your body and through you, okay? So you pull it from all over the entirety of the universe. Can we now please ask for the magic, miracles, and chaos in our financial realities? So this is not about working it out. This is about trusting everything, being in allowance, having gratitude for every single thing that shows up. So what magic, miracles, and chaos can we be and can we choose in our financial reality? What question can we be? Because question will institute chaos, will introduce chaos. And just allow the energy to come to you, the magic, the miracles, and the chaos into your financial reality. What if you didn't have a problem? How many of you decided you have a problem with money rather than, again, what if it was a situation? In a situation, you can take action. That's a whole other topic, taking action with your money. I have a brilliant book called Getting Out of Debt Joyfully that I wrote. It's in many languages and it's on Audible as well, and really pragmatic tools for getting out of debt, for changing your financial reality. And right now, let's just start with the energy pulls. So as we're pulling energy into our finances to eliminate judgment, eliminate the limitations and everything you've been avoiding with money and defending against it. Were you destroy and uncreate it, right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, prophets, creation, spaces, and beyonds. Wow. How much energy have you been using to refuse money? A lot. Will you now allow the magic, the miracles, and the chaos to show up with money? Now, let's also include business. When I say business, you may own a business. It's like you may work with somebody. It's like you may be a mum. It's like my point of view is if you wake up in the morning, tick, and you have blood running through your veins, you're in business because your life is your business and your business is your life. How do you choose your life every day? Do you wake up happy? Do you wake up grumpy? Do you wake up with having a point of view that you have a problem and that life is shit and it's crap and how are you ever going to get out of this? Or do you wake up and go, yeah, bring it on, magic, miracles, and chaos? What question can I be today? What else is possible? There is a power and potency in you asking the question, what else is possible? So now, put your attention on your life, your business, and it could be a business where you have clients and you have sales, etc., your service industry, whatever it is, but you're just waking up and you have blood running through your veins. What magic, miracles, and chaos can you invite into your life today, into your business today? What choices do you have? And everywhere that you're creating trauma and drama so that you can entertain yourself and never be bored, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, prophets, creation, spaces, and beyond. So I really want you to amp it up here, because how many of you are controlling the magic and the miracles and the chaos that can show up? You're like, oh, I'll just let a little bit in, but I'm not so sure what I do if I let all of it in. Just, it's almost like just shake it out. And it's just like, okay, like nature, nature is absolute chaos. And don't forget, chaos is a creative energy. Havoc is a destructive energy. And how many of you are choosing havoc and order instead of the creative energy of chaos? It's like, what have you ordered to avoid chaos? How much of your life is in order? What if you were here to be chaos? What if you were here to live chaos? Do you realize that as you choose magic, miracles, and chaos, you make other people uncomfortable? Because people can no longer define you. They can't confine you. Be you and change the world. Dr. Dan here wrote a book about that. Absolutely brilliant. Be you and change the world. What else is possible? So I want you to pull in all the magic and the miracles and the chaos that the universe has to offer you. And more. Because universe is infinite. It's like an abundant place. It's going, we have so much to gift you. And it hears you ask a question and goes, okay, cool, I got it. And then you go, "Oh, it didn't show up in time." So you dismiss it, you avoid it, you slam the door shut on the universe. Every possibility that you have destroyed as a future with magic, miracles, and chaos, will you now undo that and destroy and uncreate it? Right, non, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, perverts, creations, bases, and beyonds. How many of you are trying to get it right? That's a lot. And with rightness, you have control. Oh, yeah, what's control? An order. What's order? A judgment. So then you tend to create your business, your life, your money, your relationships, your body, family. These are just the main topics that I'm talking about. Could be anything for you, okay? You start to create all of this in order to get it right, whilst judging that you're wrong. What if you eliminated judgment? What if asking for the magic and the miracles and the chaos to show up, you literally eliminated judgment? Will you now, please? Even if it's 1%, 1%. Start with 1%. You up it as you would like. And everything at that is times a godzillion, right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, perverts, creations, bases, and beyond. Okay, notice when the energy starts to change. Because this is all about energy, okay? And I know you know about energy. Think about the last time you walked into a room and you're like, whoa, what's going on here? There were no words spoken, but there was an energy you're aware of. Or when you walk into a room and the energy is like, this like happy, joyful energy. You also know that energy. You know all energies. Are you willing to receive all energies from the entirety of the universe? What magic, miracles, and chaos can you and your bodies be that would allow you to receive all energies from the entirety of the universe? Let it show up. Don't stop it. No more. Enough already. And everything it doesn't allow the magic and the miracles and the chaos to show up, we destroy and uncreate it. Right, not good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, perverts, creations, bases, and beyonds. And this is not about trying to understand this. This is about choosing it. Okay? Don't trust me, trust you. Okay? Trust. Trust that you, as an amazing, beautiful, phenomenal being that you keep judging, can actually receive more magic every day, more miracles every day, and more chaos. You can literally use the tool of just saying, okay, I want to introduce chaos into my relationships, with my body, in my business, my financial reality, my life. It's like, just introduce chaos. What would I choose if I was introducing chaos? Would I choose what I chose yesterday, or would I be different? And again, as you choose different, people will try and hold you back because you make them uncomfortable. Is it now the time to make everybody uncomfortable by how much joy you choose, how much ease you have in your life? You notice that when you meet up with people, nobody sits around and goes, oh, my life is so easy. I'm so grateful for everything and I have so much joy in my world. Most people like to put their attention on what they've decided is problematic. That's the havoc. That's the destructive energy. Time to say goodbye. Goodbye, havoc. Hello, magic, miracles, and chaos. And everything that doesn't allow you to laugh and find the humor in everything that you've chosen. Please learn to laugh at the stuff you've chosen. Okay? This doesn't have to be serious. What if the purpose of life is to have fun in everything that you choose? Are you? Or would that be too much magic, miracles, and chaos? Everything at that is times a godzillion where you destroy and uncreate it. Right, non, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, perverts, creations, bases, and beyond. Now, a tool that you can use as well is, even throughout your day, have a look at things that you're choosing and ask yourself, how many points of view do I have that are limiting the chaos that I could be choosing? And everything at that is times a godzillion, right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, perverts, creations, bases, and beyonds. So what are you asking for? Notice how it's a little bit different than when I first asked you. What are you asking for? What if you decided you cannot ask for? What if you could ask for everything and receive all of it? Okay, so take another big breath and acknowledge your amazing, beautiful, phenomenal body. Stop judging it. Start being kind to it. And if you don't even know what to ask for, start with that. Okay? Because you're allowed to ask for more. I give you full permission. Give yourself full permission to ask for more, 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 more. And as we ask for more, tap into the energy of the entirety of the universe. It's like, dear universe, don't forget to use your manners. Dear universe, thank you so much for everything that you have gifted me. Can I have more now, please? More. And pull it in to every single, like all those energies into your body and through your body. And notice your body may actually even start to get a little turned on. Guess what? Your body likes to be turned on. Every molecule and the cells are waking up and going, yes. I say yes. Will you say yes? Will you say yes to magic, miracles, and chaos? You just have to say yes. Ask for more. Let's go. Pull it in, more, 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 more. What would happen if you were so out of control with receiving magic, miracles, and chaos and everything that is? Everything where you're trying to restrain it, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100 shorts, boys, proverbs, creations, bases, and beyonds. What if there was something beyond the problems you're currently choosing? What if you could outcreate yourself every day? Every day, every day, every day. What magic, miracles, and chaos can you ask for? Can you pull into every area of your life and living? How many of you are just having a life? Can we now choose to live? Like really, truly live. What are you not choosing that would allow you and your body to just absolutely live? Where you wake up every day and you have this like creative energy, this chaos energy of what next? What else is possible? Will you please choose that now? You just say yes. Having it that is times a godzillion, right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 100, shorts, boys, proverbs, creations, bases, and beyond. Now, keep the energy. Keep pulling that energy into you, okay? And every time it pops up in your awareness, just go, okay, I'm going to pull more magic, miracles, and chaos into my life, into my living, into my business, into my financial reality. How many of you are trying to order your relationships? Introduce chaos, okay? And I know so many of you are like, but I'm a control freak. Guess what? I'm a control freak too. There is something so much greater beyond controlling everything that can show up. Please choose that. Okay, but this is up to you. I can't make you choose anything. This is up to you. Another thing I'd also like to, before we end today, is to introduce you to the mantra of Access Consciousness. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. Okay, that's absolute chaos because you're asking for the good, the bad, and the ugly to show up with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. Use it over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so just keep that yummy, 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 yummy energy of magic, miracles, and chaos just everywhere. More, 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 more. Now, after you've listened to this, when you go out and interact and engage with the world, don't dismiss this. Be this. Be this energy. You don't have to turn this off for anybody. Anybody. You get to choose to be you. Introduce chaos into your lives. Magic and miracles will show up instantaneously. Are you willing to have the magic instantaneously? Willing to have infinite possibilities? You do get that everything is possible. Please, bask in that. Now what else is possible? So awesome. Okay. So thank you so much for being here, guys, today. And whether you're listening now or in the future, I do energy pulls every now and then, and I have some showing up soon. It's called it's simonemillises.com/chaos pools. You can join that. It's a really small amount of money. If we have 3 energy pools in a row on this, we can go a little bit further into different topics if you choose. I also have a call tomorrow on magic, miracles, and chaos in business, which I'm super excited about because I actually wrote a book called Joy of Business. Joy of Business. There's absolute chaos in that. Okay, that's not ordered. So what if it's time to step it up and choose something different with your business? So if you choose, come play, come join. If not, please share this, listen to it again. Use this tool, the energy pools. It is so phenomenal. And I know so many people know about it, and yet they tend to forget about it because instead they make ordering something more important and more relevant, and being able to explain something, define something more important than the magic, miracles, and chaos. What if today was the day that you pivoted, changed the trajectory, changed your script, changed the definitions that you have of everything that you're choosing, and start living a life of more magic, more miracles, and more chaos? So thank you so much for being here. And thank you, translators, everybody, again. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.